Animals can certainly get depressed. Animals, especially mammals, they can experience pretty much any human emotion that we can experience, whether that's excitement, depression, anxiety, fear, you name it, they can experience it. So, as a veterinarian, I see dogs or pets that live with other animals and say they're euthanized or they have to move or something happens, and you can see outright depression kind of behavior. I've never been asked if I have a mix of those two guys, but I get told I look like Henry Cavill very frequently. Intelligence can be gauged in so many different ways. Humans are probably the smartest animal if you're looking across the board of different kinds of intelligence. But there are things that a lot of species can do that we can't do. For instance, chimpanzees, their short-term memory is far stronger than ours. Dolphins are incredibly smart. Rats and mice and certain rodents, they can track and map things out way better than people. So, different animals have different adaptations that give them really superior intelligence in different ways. It's hard to say there's one smartest animal. I'm not a big fan of raw diets, and I think most veterinarians will agree with me.
The fucking bass is fucking raw!
A lot of people that do raw don't realize the other nutrients that their pets need, and they don't get enough micronutrients like vitamins and minerals. You have to realize dogs are actually a little bit more omnivorous compared to their other canid relatives like wolves, and they require certain nutrition that is easy to get overlooked by if you don't do a really well-rounded diet for them. The other concern I have with raw diet is you're really putting your dog at risk of getting some nasty bacterial infections. And a lot of those infections are actually zoonotic, meaning they can infect their owners, the people. Yes, I do let my pets sleep with me. So Henry, my little dog, and he's actually a little bit bigger than Elvis, maybe about the same size. He sleeps on my side, and I sleep on my back, and we just pretty much stay there all night. And then my cats come in and out over the course of the night. And I think one of the hardest parts about being a vet is dealing with some of the misconceptions that people have towards vets. And one of the big ones is that a lot of people think vets are in it just for the money. That breaks my heart when people think that, because honestly, it's not a super high-paying job, especially for how much debt we're in after we graduate from veterinary school. 99.9% of vets, in my opinion, in my experience, are good people with big hearts that really just want to help animals. So, dealing with some of those misconceptions can be really frustrating. Balancing in any profession can be challenging depending on what your hobbies or other interests or lifestyle, whatever it is. For me, fitness has been a part of my life for over 20 years, so it's something I've always done and I've always made time for. Thank you guys so much for asking these awesome questions. I love talking about this stuff. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like what you hear, and if you want to follow some more of my work, you can check out my Instagram at Dr. Evan Anton. Say bye, Elvis.